Greetings and welcome to the channel. I'm Jason, your crypto connoisseur for VectorVest, and Bitcoin takes a backseat as Doge dominates. But is it too late to get in and get yourself a slice of the pie? That and more on today's video. So a lot has been going on in the world of cryptocurrency, and I'm sure by now you have heard of Dogecoin. Now, you probably have heard about it previously, but over the past couple of weeks, it has been going insane. Taking a look at coin market cap right now, we do have a market cap of $2.35 trillion. This is up quite a bit over the last day, 5.25% as a matter of fact, with a lot of money coming into both Ethereum and Dogecoin. As you can see, Dogecoin is in the number 4 spot, flipping XRP, I believe, yesterday to take that number 4 spot at a $79 billion market cap. This is huge for a coin that started out as a joke. It is currently, as of recording, trading at 62.39 cents. This is really insane because just the other day when I was looking at it, it was crabbing around 30 cents. Bitcoin at 57,292 is having a hard time breaking back up above that 60K mark. And there is a lot of things that are coming down on Bitcoin. Currently, there is a province in China that was bringing in 8% of the overall mining that has been asked to leave the province. So it will be interesting to see how that affects the hash rate. The last time we had a big power outage in China, that absolutely tanked the price of Bitcoin due to the hash rate reduction coming from those miners. Now, there is some information that is going to be coming out about Bitcoin that may spark the resurgence into it. So, article from CNBC. Bitcoin may be taking another step towards mainstream adoption. For the first time, customers of some U.S. banks will soon be able to buy, hold, and sell Bitcoin through their existing bank accounts, according to crypto custody firm NYDIG. Now, this is going to be really big in the adoption of Bitcoin. Right now, I know a lot of people have a hard time figuring out where to buy Bitcoin, how to buy Bitcoin, what they should be buying. Pro tip, do not buy Bitcoin on Robinhood, as technically you do not have self-custody of that, but I will be talking about that here shortly, so make sure you stick around. The company, a subsidiary of $10 billion New York-based asset manager Stone Ridge, has partnered with fintech giant Fidelity National Information Services to enable U.S. banks to offer Bitcoin in coming months, according to the two firms. Now, again, this is really big with things like this happening, with companies like Grayscale and Silvergate bringing about, their Bitcoin. With BNY Mellon has applied for a Bitcoin ETF. This is going to be getting a bit more of that Bitcoin hype back, as it has been dumping a lot of its dominance on the market because it is currently alt season. As you've seen, other things are pumping very hard. Ethereum is pumping based off of NFTs, as well as the reduction in gas fees, things along those lines. So this will be good at bringing more mainstream into Bitcoin. Now, one of the big things with Doge, a lot of people are getting into cryptocurrency because of Doge, and I believe that this will be a good way for companies to piggyback off of the additional hype that people like Elon, Mark Cuban are bringing into the cryptocurrency space in order to capitalize on people wanting to make a safe play and invest into Bitcoin. So taking a look here at the Dogecoin chart on the 15-minute, as you can see, just 2 days ago, we were trading at around 38 cents, and then we had just an absolute explosive move up to topping out here at 69.59999. This is courtesy of the Kraken exchange. However, as soon as we hit that 69 mark, we did see quite a bit of pullback, going all the way down to under 50 cents today at 49 cents. So we have seen seen a massive pullback here on the overall chart when it comes to Dogecoin. And this is, you're still up quite a bit, but a lot of people have been reaching out to me asking me, is it too late to get into Dogecoin? I will say this is a very, very speculative play, and I will go over why that is here in just 1 second. And let me pull this up right here. And one of the reasons why I call this a speculative play is if you look at what is currently highlighted on my screen, these are the biggest wallets, the biggest holders of Dogecoin. Now you will see that that one right down there at the bottom, the top number 1% biggest Dogecoin holder holds 28.38% of all of the coins in existence, which I believe at this point is 1.27 or 127 billion coins. At least that was what I believe it was when I last checked. But this is insane because he holds more than 93 other people that are here in third place, but just over 100 people hold over 60% of the total supply of coins. Now you can wager a guess on who these people might be. A handful of them are at least exchanges, because obviously exchanges are going to need to have a large amount of currency on hand. But this means that over 50%, over 60% of the coins are held by a very, very high minority. Now, those people have been putting coins out, bringing coins in. They have been, I don't want to say the M word, but these people have the option to dump this market whenever they want. And as you can see, if we come back over here, there were some very, very massive sell-offs this afternoon, this morning. And sure, some people did get in quite a bit, but if you are buying up here at the top, chances are you are in for a rough ride. I do not think that currently it is a good idea to FOMO in to Dogecoin. They do say buy the rumors, sell the news. Elon is going to be on Saturday Night Live this weekend, which a lot of people are speculating can go one of two ways. It can either jump the price exponentially higher, or it could be a signal for all of the whales to exit their positions. Now, a lot of people, diamond hands to the moon, $100 or bust. Now, I don't believe that it'll ever get to $100, mostly because then it would easily flip Bitcoin in market cap, and I don't see that coming anytime soon, especially with 60% of the overall coins being held by just over 100 people. That is unrealistic. So one of the things that I think right now is that this is a very potentially profitable speculative play. You have a lot of hype. You have people like Mark Cuban, you have Elon Musk's, you have the Winklevosses putting Dogecoin onto their Gemini exchange. You have a lot of this celebrity power bringing new people in, and you have a lot of stories of people who bought Dogecoin back. Let me go way back here. Let me switch to the 1 day here. You have a lot of people that bought in back here. You have the people that bought in January, that if we zoom in here on January, it was 1 cent. Now, if you bought in January, congratulations, you were 100% ahead of the game. But as you can see here, this was just a long, after the first pump right there from Elon, you had a long, just consolidating, just crabbing period right there, all the way from February all the way until April. And then Elon came out of the gate pumping it all the way up here to 47 cents in a couple of days. Now, if that doesn't scream FOMO in for everybody, I don't know what does. Now, after that, you have your consolidation back down. Well, your dump back down is people who bought in up here just kind of dumped back down to take their profits. Now, I think that if you want a very short play, if you want to get in, make some money and get out, this is a pretty okay play. I know personally a lot of people who have made quite a bit of money on Dogecoin, but do I think that it's a long-term investment? No, not financial advice, just personal opinion. I don't think so. I think that once the hype runs out, this is going to crash. And the fact that it is just kind of being floated here by very like billionaires are just getting in, I would almost guarantee you that out of those 100 plus the 110, 115 accounts here, that a good chunk of those are the people who are currently promoting Dogecoin, and whether or not you want to put your trust in them to not take profits and dump on you. I know that there is one or two whale accounts that have been dumping millions at a set every 5 minutes. They have it just set every 5 minutes. It just dumps, and then they buy it back after the dump, and then they just continue to slow burn. This is something that you want to make sure that you are aware of when you're getting in. I think that this is it's a very volatile, speculative market, as much as most crypto is, right? Most crypto, very, very speculative. Right now, it's alt season, things that are pumping that you just don't understand why they're pumping. It is a very interesting time right now, and I think a lot of the Doge profits are going to find themselves into other projects, right? When things start to crash, people are going to find somewhere else to put their money, whether it be Ethereum or whether it's Cardano or Stellar, who just got tapped by Visa to work with them on their cryptocurrency. This is something that you definitely want to make sure that you are keeping an eye on. The other problem too with Dogecoin is that the developers kind of made this as a joke. It's a fork of Litecoin, very similar to Litecoin, Bitcoin, a little bit better on the technology front in that it is a little bit faster. However, at the moment, there is no utility in the blockchain itself. It exists just to exist. Now, I have seen things like there are baseball teams that are accepting Dogecoin for seats. There's a lot of companies. Newegg is getting on the Dogecoin bandwagon, and I think that it's all a lot of hype. If this is the kickoff to more and more companies being more accepting of cryptocurrency, then I am perfectly fine with that. However, the skeptic inside of me thinks that this is going to be a little bit of a turbulent coin for the retail investor, seeing as, again, this is being kind of pumped up by billionaires and the top, 1-2% of wallet holders. So jump into this space very, very tentatively. The other thing too, and I mentioned this earlier, is that if you are buying this on Robinhood, you have no way to self-custody your own coins. Robinhood buys Bitcoin, or buys the cryptocurrency, buys Dogecoin in your stead. So you are paying for Robinhood in order to buy Bitcoin. I keep saying Bitcoin, but you might have Bitcoin on there too. Dogecoin. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that Robinhood has access to all of this. I've already seen a lot of issues with Robinhood and people trying to sell or trying to buy and it halting, just kind of like the GameStop stuff. My suggestion would be that if you are going to get into cryptocurrency long term, that you try to find a platform much like Coinbase or Binance or Kraken or something along those lines, as Robinhood, when it comes to cryptocurrency, the biggest thing with cryptocurrency is being able to self-custody in order to have a wallet, have your cryptocurrency. One of the things that they always say in the cryptocurrency space is not your keys, not your crypto. So you want to be able to put that onto a software or a hardware wallet and have that at all times. This also allows you to potentially switch it to whichever exchange that you want. So be careful when it comes to buying and selling cryptocurrency on Robinhood. I have warned a couple of people about that, but just wanted to make sure that if you are buying on Robinhood, there are reasons why people buy this on things like Coinbase. Now, Coinbase doesn't have Doge, it does have Bitcoin as well as quite a few other things, but that is a story for another video, which I do want to cover a tips and tricks for buying and selling cryptocurrency video in the future. If you do want to see that, make sure you let me know down in the comments. And what questions do you have on cryptocurrency? Now, one of the things too is that this has been having a little bit of a flux on the crypto adjacent stocks over in the market. Things like Canon have seen a pretty good upside today. We are seeing a little bit of a pullback on Mara, which I want to cover, but that is due to a lot of the things around Bitcoin regulations coming down the line. We already see a lot of news coming out from people like Gary Gensler, Janet Yellen, talking about how we need to have those regulations, and that is going to be a real rough spot for companies like Canon and some of these other crypto adjacent stocks. But again, if you have any crypto questions, I am Jason, your VectorVest crypto connoisseur, and let me know in the comments. And if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Take it easy.